You can see just how much the fisheye lens effect is there on those telephone poles, how it twists everything. But still, it gives you an idea of what's there. The stuff in the middle is not affected so much. The stuff on the sides are very bent. But it is kind of a cool way to view and get an idea of what's there. And you know your eye sees in a fisheye anyway. I mean, not as bad as what we're seeing here, but your eyes curve. You're usually seeing the world in the fisheye way to some extent anyhow. I turned right here to go down, I guess this is still Sterling Street here, and come down this way because I hadn't covered this area yet. So over here is the big pawn shop on the left. I cannot remember the name of it, but it's one of the best pawn shops in all of Morganton. The guy there's kind of cleaning the windows or something. They have a bunch of safes for sale or something in there now. I don't know why so many safes, like your gun cabinets and stuff. So here's the downtown, or not what's it called, Delights. My locals, Sains Barber. I can't keep up with all the Benjamins, Wells Fargo. So we've not been down this side of the courthouse. There's the front of the courthouse, the old courthouse. Various other shops. Some dude hauling a lawnmower. There's the jailhouse gallery again. Jake's Burgers is on the right. Good place to eat. So we go on through this time, and I'm headed down toward Morganton Feed and Seed, which is a really great old-time hardware store. I'll point that out just in a second. That's it right there on the right. Really good little place if you want to go get your seeds and stuff for your garden. And all kinds of cool garden tools and stuff, TD Bank. So I'm heading kind of back from where we started this whole thing, but I'm going to take a right when I get down to the bottom of the hill down here. So we're not quite retracing our steps, but we kind of sort of are. Over here, where the area we're just passing right now is sort of where you up on that hill was the train station when I first showed you, and we came in that other road. This is really where 18 splits, and you got 2 lanes going one way and 2 lanes going the other. Now it comes all back together. And this time I'll take a right on 70, and we're going to go back toward the School for the Deaf, Morganton's Burke County School for the Deaf. And then we'll head over toward the Walmart because we've got to see where that is. And I've shown kind of the way to get over there before. The reason I say, I'm not making a big deal over the Walmart. The Walmart is very nice, though. It's a very state-of-the-art, nice new one. And but the main thing about it is all the shopping is there now. I mean, everything, your Staples and your Belk and your PetSmart and good gosh, Dick's Sporting Goods, and all the big shopping is over there. I mean, there's still little strip mall stuff like it's Family Dollar and Napa there, all the parts. The other thing I'll say, one of the major industries in Burke County is poultry, is chicken processing. And so Case Farms is just past this ABC store. Up on the hill there, it says big kind of tanks and stuff, all that mess up there. Millions of chickens have lost their life there. And I mean hundreds of millions, I guess. So that's a big chicken processing plant. A lot of times you'll see trucks bringing chickens in to be slaughtered there and cleaned and shipped out. And I eat a lot of bird meat, so I'm not going to wax too sentimental over the death of those birds. Don't feel great about the death of any animal, but I sure do like to eat chicken. Over on the left are the beautiful grounds of the School for the Deaf, and they're expansive. They go out for a line. I wonder I don't know how many acres they have there. Aldi on the right. A lot of people still shop at Aldi for food, but over there on the left, this massive campus for the School for the Deaf, and it's beautiful. I have not done a drive-in tour up there. It'd be cool to put three GoPros on the car, front, right, and left, and drive up to the School for the Deaf and show you how pretty the grounds are. I don't think they'd mind if I did that. There's the ball field, the lights for their football field. So yeah, they play football and stuff there, and used to have pretty good teams, they said. So once again, this is Burkemont Avenue, going left and right here. If you go left here, you'll end up back at I-40, and I think I'd actually do that when I turn around. I just go down to the Walmart, show you where it is. We turn around, we come back. And I say the Walmart is actually the whole shopping complex. And you'll see it's, gee whiz. The Golden Corral's there, a bunch of other restaurants, my favorite Mexican food. El Portal is there. And there's pizza, there's Chinese food, there's frozen yogurt, there's, good grief, they're building a couple more restaurants. I think they're going to put an Olive Garden in there, or a Red Lobster, or I don't know. I can't remember what all was the game plan. But so if we go straight across, we're going to that area. But left goes out to Interstate 40 and back toward Western Piedmont Community College, exit 103. And right goes back to the First Baptist Church, where I showed you that I could turn, and where that blue house was that I was talking about a while ago. So just within a mile or so, if you turn right, you're back out there to First Baptist Church. So you kind of get the idea of how all these roads sort of crisscross in almost like a star pattern. It's almost like a five-legged star. It's what the roads in Morganton are like. So, just in a minute here, you'll see that whole new shopping complex. And you'll see that Table Rock and Hawksbill Mountain are off behind it. Quite beautiful, actually. A beautiful place for a shopping center to be, with the mountains kind of looming off in the distance. And when you're there, and you're not seeing this in the fisheye lens, this super view makes things look like they're 1,000 miles away, but those mountains actually look pretty sizable when you're there. Super view, I mean, I get why you use this. I think maybe, I don't know, it certainly gives you an idea of your surroundings, doesn't it? But like that Belk sign there is not nearly that small. It looks 3 times that size when you're there. Just this whole, it makes the hood of my car and my windshield look really large. But you see there Belk, and good grief, I can't see all the other TJ Maxx is all down here and stuff. So that is the Walmart over there to the right. And I only do this just so you can see what all is here. It's a lot of stuff. And this is now where most people in Morganton shop. It was controversial that this whole thing was built, and it's going to kill the downtown. I'm sure it's not helped the downtown, but I'm here to tell you folks, it was a great thing for Morganton when they built this, because people were leaving Morganton. All the Burke County dollars were going to Hickory, and everybody was going to Walmart and shopping anyway. That's the Golden Corral there to the right. I think I take a right here. There wasn't any reason to keep showing you more Walmart, just showing you how to get to that area. But my point here, I guess, is that it's not just if you can't beat them, join them kind of mentality. But what it is people were leaving Morganton, and big time Catawba County was capitalizing on it. And so I think that ultimately, for economic reasons for the county, this had to happen. And it's been hugely successful. I mean, all of the people shop there now. Nikki and I are there a couple times a week anyway. Again, the kind of the upper parts of the South Mountains are what you're seeing now. I don't know if that's actually considered the South Mountains or not. We live in the foothills. We do not live, you can get seen the sign there and it shows everything that's in the area. But we do not live in the mountains. This area down here, this Western Piedmont, it's called as a foothills region. So you've got some mountains that are, 1,700 feet high. The mountain I live on, Mineral Springs Mountain, about 1,750 feet. From compared to where I come from originally, my dad's farm was around 4,400 feet. So this is small potatoes mountains and stuff here, but it is hilly, and it does sort of, where I live, it kind of tricks me into thinking I'm in the mountains. I mean, it has that sort of mountain feel, so I very much like it, and the weather's not nearly as harsh as it is up at the high altitudes. Now, off in the distance, you can see the water tower way off in the distance there at the School for the Deaf again. That is the School for the Deaf in the front, and I'm going to take a right on at this point. Once again, I think this is Burkemont Road. I'm not sure if it has another name when you turn right here on it. I'm trying to remember what this road is called. Forgive me, folks. So it says 64. So it is 64 when you go south. Eventually, it's called 64 because this goes all the way down into Rutherford County and down into Spindale and those areas down in there, Forest City area. So Western Piedmont Community College now is going to be on the left. That's still some of the grounds for the School for the Deaf there on the left right now. As I recall, I was thinking about going to Chick-fil-A. This is kind of one of the popular places to go down here to eat, because there's a lot of restaurants down here once we get past the fire department there on the right. But that's the Western Piedmont Community College is over to the left. And I'm getting in the right lane because I want to go to Chick-fil-A. And then I forgot which was the in way for it, and I drove right past it and ended up, I said, well, what the heck, I'll go to Bojangles. But yeah, those mountains in front of you there, those are pretty high now. There's a fire tower on top of that, and they're probably a couple thousand feet. And then on past those mountains, maybe another 6 or 7 miles, and those might still be considered part of the South Mountains. Maybe I'm right on that. But it's what's called South Mountains, and it's a bunch of little mountains. I don't think any of them higher than about 2,500 feet. But man, are they beautiful. Some of the prettiest fall foliage usually. I'd say that this coming weekend it's going to be outstanding there. There's the Cookout, which is popular, and there's the Chick-fil-A, where I wanted to stop, and I said, oh, wait a minute, that's the out, and you have to go out there. So I went on past it, and I said, well, crap. I really wanted one of those Chick-fil-A sandwiches and some waffle fries, but no. And I have to say the Bojangles was just fantastic too. So maybe this will give me an opportunity to do another break in the video. So here's Interstate 40. I'm going to go across Interstate 40. So here it is, the pipeline east to west across most of the eastern United States is that little road over there. It's 2 lanes one way, 2 lanes the other, and some places where it's wider, but through this part of North Carolina, it's just a 4-lane road. So that is Interstate 40. And when I get to the other side over here to go to Bojangles, you'll see kind of where Lowe's Hardware is. And this is another area that the old Walmart and a lot of commerce used to take place south of 40 here. Now it's shifted very much to the other side of the road. But still, a lot of people come down this way because of Lowe's Hardware. And, the fact that that's still the best place probably to go get most of your lumber, your hardware, your garden, your yard needs, and all kinds of other things, your grilling supplies and stuff. So there's the Bojangles. And I go through a drive-through here at Bojangles, and we'll stop at this. And while I get my chicken, and we'll come back and I'll pick up for the last leg of this little tour.